Every guy wants a woman to obsess over him. Every guy wants a woman to constantly think about him. Every guy is looking for a woman who's just completely engaged in him and completely obsessed with the guy.
What's your name?
What's your name?
I'm, Beth.
Andy.
Andy.
But you have to understand, that's not the case. Men are obsessing over women, overthinking about girls, and because of that, girls are in a bias frame. Girls are in a bias frame and guys are trying to sell themselves. And that's what I want to change with this video. So let's talk about 5 different ways you can get a woman to constantly think about you and obsess over you. First way is be unpredictable and a little mysterious. Now you have to understand that if you're a guy who's always predictable, if you're a guy who's not mysterious at all, if the girl knows each and everything about you, she's not going to constantly think about you because she knows what you're doing. She knows where you are at that moment. She knows what's going on in your head. But if you are a guy who is a bit impulsive, I would say, not impulsive, but a guy who's a bit unpredictable in his thoughts, a guy who's a bit unpredictable in his actions, then that will keep a woman on her toes that, okay, what is this guy thinking? What is he going to do? What is he thinking about us? Do we even exist? And all of these things are going on in a woman's head. And she's also going to be thinking, does he like me? Or, I don't know much about him, but there's this sense of mystery that attracts me. And definitely, guys, being mysterious will help your case because women will constantly overthink about you. If you're that mysterious guy who met her one night or one day, in the daytime, you have that mysterious aura around you and you're not giving her everything at once, then definitely she will be more keen on thinking about you. And if she's thinking about you more, then you have more chances of landing a date or taking it to an intimate direction. Another thing I would want to point out is don't be always available. And I see this with a lot of guys that they're always available. If they meet a hot girl, if they meet an attractive girl, they're just always available. They just pause their life, put their life on a pause, and they make her the center of their universe. And that's, again, not a very good thing to do because once you do that, woman doesn't have to think about you, right? Because you're always available. She's going to take you for granted. Maybe she's going to call you up. She's going to be like, hey, I don't feel like going out tonight because I'm kind of sick. But if you think about it, if Lil Wayne, all right, he's a rapper. If Lil Wayne comes to town, he calls up the girl. He's like, hey, I'm going out. It's my concert tonight and I want you there. Do you think the girl is going to tell him, hey, I'm sick, I'm not feeling good, I'm not feeling well? She's going to be like, okay, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take my painkillers, I'm going to take my antibiotics, I'm going to be there with Lil Wayne. Why? Because Lil Wayne was not always available. So make sure that you're not always available to the woman. Even if you like her a lot, have some shit in your life going on, alright? Focus on your life, be on your path and purpose, and understand that women are just a bonus. Another thing which can make a woman obsess over you is get good at cold reading. And what I mean by cold reading is getting good at understanding human behavior and understanding of what they're thinking and what is going on with the girl. And once you do all of that, the girl will understand that you're a socially intelligent guy. You're a socially intelligent guy. She doesn't have to say a lot of stuff because, guys, if you look at relationships these days, girls are, telling their boyfriends, girls are telling their partners, what they want, and the guys are still not even understanding. So if you're socially intelligent, if you know a little bit about cold reading, if you know a little bit about body language reading and all of that, it's really going to help you understand what goes on with a woman, what goes on in her mind. And once you understand that, then definitely you can manipulate it in a way where she's always thinking about you and where she's always obsessing over you. And another thing that I personally do in my game, this is one of the major steps in my game, is whenever I meet a girl, whenever I'm meeting a new girl, I'm always asking myself, what is value for her? What would attraction be for her? For example, if I'm meeting a girl who's 18 or who's 19, value for her is going to be completely different if I meet a girl who's 26 or 27. And guys, again, it's not that all the girls who are 26 and 27 are going to share the same values. Now, if I'm meeting a girl who has come out of a long-term relationship, maybe she was in a 10 years relationship and she's 26, then value for her is going to be completely different from a girl who's been single for the last 2 years. Alright, and I'll tell you what I mean by this is when I'm asking myself what's value for her, I'm basically taking all the information that I get from the girl and I'm thinking about it. Alright, if the girl has been in a long-term relationship, she might not be looking for something long-term. She might be looking for something where I don't put a lot of obligations on her. And once you understand all of these things, alright, now these are some advanced concepts I understand, but once you understand all of these things, they're going to really help you in your dating life because even before the girl gives you a signal, even before the girl tells you that, hey, you need to stop this, please don't do this, you will know exactly what to do. And you will also know exactly what to present to her to get her attracted. Now, I know a lot of guys might be thinking, hey, that's not for me, that is complete manipulation. But I'm not telling you to change someone's objective. If a girl is looking for something serious, you're looking for something casual, I'm not telling you to change your objective, right, and try to pretend to be serious. All I'm telling you is when you understand what's value for her, it's very easy to project that value and to get her attracted towards you. And it really increases the probability of her getting attracted to you. Another thing I see missing out in a lot of guys' interactions is a good sense of humor. Now I see a lot of guys when they're talking to a girl, they're so serious. They're so serious all the time. Now imagine if you're talking to a friend, or maybe if you're talking to someone who's always serious, would you be thinking about them? You will not be thinking about them. You will be thinking about someone who's carefree, who's passionate, who's fun, rather than thinking about someone who's always serious all the time. Maybe you will be thinking about your boss, maybe sometimes because you are under work pressure, but for an intimate relationship, you will not be thinking about someone who's very serious all the time and who doesn't know how to joke, who doesn't know how to take a joke, who takes things personally. So make sure, guys, that you go out there and you work on your sense of humor. Alright, work on your sense of humor. Maybe take some improv classes. Alright, take some improv classes because that is really going to help you in the communication with women. And apart from that, a girl will think about you and a girl will be completely obsessed over you if you're able to create that vacuum of positive emotion. And what I mean by the vacuum of positive emotions is when I interact with a new girl, I leave her better than I found her. So if I found her at an emotional state where she's like, I'm not feeling very happy, maybe I'm in a low state, I will make her emotional state really high. I will make her feel those good emotions, feel that positivity. So once I'm not there, she feels a vacuum of those positive emotions and she's thinking about me constantly. Now all of this is good in itself, alright? This will make the girl think about you. But if you miss the last point, none of this is relevant. And the last point is make it man to woman. And by man to woman, I mean she should know that you're a guy who's attracted to her. She should know that if she's in a room with you just alone, you'll probably make a move on her, you'll hook up with her, you'll want to fuck her, because she should not feel that, hey, it's a friendly conversation. Now this is one of the major things, because if it's just a platonic relationship, who will think about you? Alright, do you think about your platonic friends like you're just sitting in your room and you're thinking, hey, how's my best friend doing? Well, even if she's a girl. Probably you are because you're in the friend zone, but a girl will not because she has a lot of options. So make sure you make it man to woman. You have to understand, if you really want the girl to be obsessed over you, you have to go beyond small talk. You cannot just think about, having a small talk with a girl and think about that, oh, I hope she's obsessed over me. I hope she's thinking about me all the time. That really does not happen. This is your coach Arnav, and I hope you try all these 5 steps to get women thinking about you non-stop.